Bishop Sherman, D.Manning live. Another book I just read. This is a Christmas present from Anthony. Christmas present from Anthony. It's called Good Vibes, Good Life. How self-love, the key to unlocking your, how self-love is the key to unlocking your greatness by Vex King. Over 1 million copies sold worldwide. It's a good book. It's a good book. A lot of times these days, people ask preachers what's on your playlist. My question is, what's on your reading list? I saw something the other day talking about the education of black preachers. I say the education of all preachers. We all need education. And guess what? We need some education outside of the Bible. I'm going to be quite frank with you. Not challenging anybody's faith, don't challenge mine. The Bible is the holy writ. It is the word of the living God. It is the foundation of my Christianity. It is the foundation of my salvation. Having said that, preachers, you need to read something else other than the Bible to help educate you and help you become a better pastor, a better preacher, a better man. Just the first paragraph here. Y'all know I normally read without glasses, so that's why it looks like I'm straining so hard. How you can learn to truly love yourself, how you can transform negative emotions into positive ones. Is it possible to find lasting happiness? In this book, Instagram guru Vex King answers all of these questions and more. Vex overcame adversity to become a source of hope for thousands of young people and now draws from his personal experience and his intuitive wisdom to inspire you to practice self-care, overcome toxic energy, and prioritize your well-being, etc., etc., etc. Amen? That's book number one. Book number two, I don't have physically before me right now. I think they sold all of them. Kids Killing Kids. I wanted to review that briefly. Kids Killing Kid, KKK. Just look online. Kids Killing Kids by yours truly, Sherman D. Manning. That is a book that deals with the gang epidemic that's going on in the streets. And we know, gangs are not just blacks. You've got Vietnamese gangs, you got several other Asian gangs, you've got white gangs, you got white supremacist gangs, you've got, wow, escaping my memory at the moment. What's the name of this gang? One of the biggest white prison gangs in California. Oh my God, it's escaping my memory at the moment. I'm sorry. But lots and lots and lots of prison gangs and gangs on the streets. And oftentimes the gangs on the streets are run by folk who are in prison. Okay? And so you ought to get that book, Kids Killing Kids, and share it with your kids. It is by me. And it is a huge book. I think that book is 600 pages. Look online. Just Google Kids Killing Kids by Sherman D. Manning. I want to encourage you to encourage your kids, to encourage young folk, to encourage your parishioners, to encourage your members and your friends to let's get back to reading. Most millionaires read one book a week. Most billionaires almost write one book a week. I'm being a little facetious, but reading is the key to leading. Readers become leaders. We used to encourage people to go to college, go to college, go to college. I still think college is a good idea because it puts you in the room and it puts you in the building with people from different walks of life, from different cultures, from different countries oftentimes, and it teaches you how to deal with people who don't look like you, who often don't think like you, don't talk like you, weren't raised the way you were raised. It is just a multiplicity of experiences that I think are very beneficial and helpful to people who want to become citizens of the world. Having said that, I think the next best thing to college is reading. If any man sits down and writes a book, and if that man has been successful in any area, doesn't necessarily have to be rich. If he's been a successful preacher, a successful pilot, if I want to be a pilot, I'm going to read his book. A successful doctor, if I want to be a doctor, I'm going to read his book. And sometimes I just want to read his book for knowledge's sake, even if I don't want to be a doctor. Sometimes I just want to know some of the stuff that doctors know. And mentioning doctors, I often tell people in sermons that doctors become doctors because of what they read. They walk into medical school as Mr. Smith, and they come out with doctor in front of their name and MD behind it because of what they read in medical school. Readers are leaders. Reading is so very important. Bishop Sherman D. Manning encouraging you, get in the library, get into a book, read, read, read. And be sure to take a look at my book, Kids Killing Kids. Look at it on Amazon.com. It is a great book to add to your library. Keep the faith, everybody. God bless.